They're not just a group of gay rugby players. And the Jozi Cats don't just represent the LGBTQI community.
It's a game for everybody. We don't discriminate. We don't mind what your skill level is, and it's an opportunity for anybody to come down and to try the sport. And I think just that sense of community is something that's reflected not only in the IGR values, but in World Rugby's values as well.
Well, when you're on the field, we're not looking at your sexual orientation, we're not looking at your race. We are all playing a sport, we all have one goal, is to win and have fun.
We tend to be a very, very sort of passionate and driven bunch, and that's something you can see every single time that we play. So I think we are going in the right direction.
They are part of the International Gay Rugby Board, which has over 70 affiliated clubs. But despite all the progress made, discrimination is still a reality.
Sort of gay slurs can range from, jocular humour. So, I mean, one of the things that, we were referred to when we started is like, well, we couldn't be any more gay than the Springboks at the moment. So people laugh at that, but it's still a form of discrimination. And the longer we're around, the more we kind of like pay our dues, both on and off the field. People understand the power of language, and it may not mean anything to them, but it can definitely affect our players and our members. So it's become an education process as well.
We are partnering with Diggers Rugby Club, so we have some Diggers Rugby boys, and they've actually stood up for some of our Jozi Cats players when there was some sort of discrimination on the field. So I can't say it's been that hard. It's just getting the message out there to make everyone aware that there's such a team as Jozi Cats, and then you can come and feel safe.
Once they, get to know us and find out who we really are about, because at the end of the day, we're just a bunch of blokes who love to play the game, and we have the blood of a rugby player.
It comes as Australia and Waratah's fullback, Israel Folau, recently published a homophobic post on social media, going against the values of gay rugby and sport in general.
Personally, it's like you get touched, because that's how people live their lives, and for you to just diminish it like that is not good. And then on a greater level, it's like, how can such a prominent person who's like an example for everyone to speak like that and not even think about the consequences of how, because he probably has some gay fans, and how does he think those people take it?
I have a lot of respect for Israel Folau as a player. I think is very, very talented. I do sort of support Australia's decision to go the way that they have. I think that discrimination should not be endorsed anywhere, right? And the sport itself is one of the most diverse and inclusive sports.
And this is not the sport for that. Rugby globally has become one of the most progressive, one of the most inclusive sports on the planet. So we can't tolerate any kind of discrimination, any kind of message that is sent to players, especially from those players that they idolize and look towards, that you're a less than and you shouldn't be. That's incredibly frightening, and it puts us back so many years.
The IGR will be hosting its 10th World Championships of Gay and Inclusive Rugby next year. Jozi Cats plan to be part of that tournament. And while Folau's comments are hurtful, it certainly won't discourage this team. Shay Joseph, Johannesburg.